Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tilly, and in today's video I want to talk about surgery prep for your nose job. So I'm first going to talk about what you need to prepare for mentally, then physically, and then I'm going to go into things that you need to be ready for post-op that you might not be expecting, if that makes sense, because I wasn't expecting it and I was unpleasantly surprised. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm sure you already know this, but the first thing you need to accept is when you get out of surgery and for the first few months after surgery, you may just not like your new face, you may not like your new nose for whatever reason, even if it's exactly what you wanted it to be, like the perfect shape, the perfect everything, and then you just think, this doesn't suit my face, this isn't what I wanted, I regret it. You've just got to give yourself time, because as long as it's not botched, you're probably just getting used to your new face. You've had your old face for, your whole life, and now you've got this new one, so it makes sense that at first it's a bit of a shock. And you just have to get used to it. So yeah, just try and be patient with yourself. And the next thing you need to be prepared for mentally is the anxiety you're going to face. So post-op, I was anxious about everything having gone wrong, that there was something wrong with my nose, that I wasn't caring for it properly. My anxiety was absolutely through the roof. And the only thing that I can recommend for this that helped me is valerian root. It's like a natural anti-stress supplement. And honestly, without it, I think my head would have just span off. Like it was horrendous, it was awful, I don't recommend it. But yeah, valerian root really helped calm me down, calm my anxiety down, so I really recommend that. I do recommend telling your family and friends and just people that are in your life that, you may not be the best at answering, calls or texts or whatever, because you're just concentrating on yourself for that first week. You might not want to talk to anyone just because you're busy, sleeping. Or on the opposite, you might want to talk to people because you're so bored, because you're stuck, just in bed healing. So let your close family and friends know. I think that's really important. Okay, the next thing that you should know is the physical preparations that you need to make. You can't smoke or drink for 12 weeks pre-op because you need to let your body kind of flush everything out. And doing this just helps you heal faster and better post-op. So yeah, if you can quit smoking and drinking 12 weeks before, that's fantastic. And if you haven't, please do tell your doctor. These things are really important because obviously when you go under, it can affect your breathing, it can affect your blood. So please be transparent with your doctors. Next thing is no salt. I didn't know this at all until my doctor told me. You're supposed to reduce your salt intake for the previous 1 week before your surgery, because basically it doesn't help with your swelling. Like salt swells us up and it retains water or something. So you're supposed to avoid salt for a week pre-op. The next thing you can't do is you can't have any blood thinners. Now this can be it doesn't have to actually be a blood thinner to be a blood thinner. Ibuprofen is a blood thinner, and you can have natural blood thinners as well, like cherries. So you can't have that for a week pre-op, just because obviously it does run a risk of you bleeding excessively during surgery, which we want to do everything we can to avoid. Next thing that you need to do is try and increase your water a week before to 2 litres. I mean, I try and do that anyway, but it's really important to do that for the week pre-op because it's just going to help you heal better if you're nice and hydrated. And the next thing you can't do is you can't work out, you can't do any extenuating exercises for 12 weeks. That was my doctor's instructions. So that also includes sex, because you can't have your heart rate go up a certain level, just because again, you're at risk of a bleed. So it's best to avoid it for the first 12 weeks post-op. Every doctor's going to tell you something different. This is just what my doctor told me, so that's what I've done, and better safe than sorry. And again, you can't have any blood thinners or cherries or anything that can thin your blood for the first 4 weeks post-op, because again, you're putting yourself at risk of a bleed. And you should also be prepared again just to feel weak. I felt weak honestly for the first 12 weeks post-op. I don't know what it is. I think it's just your body's in overdrive trying to heal itself, so you've not got the energy. I honestly could not stand up for more than 20 minutes. For the first 2 weeks, I didn't want to stand, I needed to sit down, I felt out of breath. So you just need to be prepared for that. So if you're planning anything post-op, I don't know, moving or anything like that, no, try and move that or move the surgery, because you're not going to be up to it. This is just based on my experience, so if this doesn't apply to you, please feel free to share down below your opinions and how your surgery went, and what are things you're nervous about, what are things you're scared of. Yeah, and I'd love to have you back, so please do subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and if you like this video, or if you don't, please do leave a comment down below. I'd love to know what your opinions are. I'm new on here on YouTube, clearly. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day.